Hi, we're back again with the activation. Now I'm going to take my wand. So as you can see, here is our lovely grid. So we've got our focus stone and we've got our pyrites on 6 points around that. And we've got our, it's pointing the wrong way, but I am going to redo this in a more considered way for you later on. And we've got our citrines all pointing inwards, and then we're going to take our wand. We start, first of all, we start in the center, and again using the intentions, and we can say our affirmation in our hearts or out loud if we want to. We take it from the central focus stone. Now it doesn't really matter where you start. People will say you need to start at the north point or the south, it doesn't matter. Just start anywhere, but remember where you've started. So you take your point from the central stone to the next one and the next one and then back in. And if you do it at alternate legs, so for example you could have these 6 crystals and the other ones could be in the middle of them, you would just do it 12 times, that's fine. And then you go for the next one, touch, touch, touch and back in. So you touch each crystal from the central out and from the outer back in and back in. And then when you've done that, you do that 3 times. And then when you've done that, you go outside your circle all the way round. And then if you've got an inner circle or inner triangles, you do the same all the way round and then back to the center. And really the reason you're doing this is to make a ritual. You do it 3 times because of the power of 3. You are making an etheric link between all these crystals and with your design and with your affirmation and your focus and your intention, and you're just joining them all together. So if I ask these 2 crystals to work together, they will be 2.5 times as powerful as 2 crystals working separately. So that's powerful, that's powerful. Put them together, they're 2.5 times as powerful. But everything you're doing is amplifying this. So then I always keep my activation wand nearby, because I go back to my grid often and I work on it. I talk to it, I give it loving energy, I might reactivate it and just keep it going as long as I can. And as I say, I'm going to go and make a separate special grid. This will be the design, and I'll put up a picture and you can call on the energies right up until the end of October. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to load up these videos on all the groups with some more instructions. Please bear with me if it doesn't look as professional as it should do. And ask as many questions as you want. There are books that you can get with grid designs and grid purposes. But the key thing, honestly, the most important thing is that your grid is personal to you and that you have decided on the intention, chosen the stones. You can buy grid kits and you can intend to buy a grid for abundance, and it can arrive and you can set up your abundance grid, and you might think, do you know what? That needs a couple of pebbles and I've got some on my kitchen windowsill. Or you might think that needs some shells or some flowers. Or actually, as you get more and more confident in working with grids, you'll just make your own with whatever you've got around. You can make a quick acting grid with a candle instead of a focus stone. If you just want to sort of send a bit of energy, maybe to, if you're having perhaps a Reiki share group or something like that. The other patterns you can use are squares and circles and spirals. You can use Reiki symbols. You can use, oh, here's a nice one that I've got. I sort of designed that myself, but I didn't paint it. I wanted a Celtic theme, and I wanted something with 4 quadrants for shamanic journeying, north, south, east and west, and the 4 elements. And I also wanted the triquetra in the middle and the shamrocks for the power of 3. So it's a really powerful one, this. Okay, so that's all I've got to tell you for the moment, and let's hope this works.